afternoon, everybody. My name is Lindsay Good. I am a registered dietitian and health coach for HealthPartners.
Andrew Zimmern, Chief Demoition today.
Making small changes is key. We can't do something major and drastic that only will last a couple days or a week, and then before we know it, we're back to old habits again. So make small changes and know that no food is not allowed. We're not going to stand up here today and tell you have to eat carrot sticks and celery sticks and apples. That's not what yumPower is about. Yes, it is about eating more fruits and vegetables, but it's about how do we prepare those better for you foods that taste good, that we're all going to look forward to eating, as well as our children.
What got me hooked on yumPower as a philosophy was that it echoed what my personal experience was, having spent a lifetime in the food business. The magic for me is taking the stuff that I always have in the house, and how do I make that something that not only does my son like, but he tells kids in the neighborhood, hey, we have mushroom pate at our house if you want some. And that's versatile. He does. Believe me, when you try it, you will too. And that's versatile enough so I can put it in pasta salad, I can stuff it under inside a chicken breast, I can serve it as a side, I can combine it with something else to make a stuffing, I can put it in an omelet, I can serve it as an hors d'oeuvre. I have about a teaspoon and a half of light olive oil there. I have a mixture of mushrooms in here. I have some shiitake mushrooms. I have some cremini mushrooms. This is one of my favorite mushrooms in the whole world. It's an oyster mushroom. I'm just gonna let those sweat a little, make a little space in the middle for onions. You can use any kind of mushrooms in this. Please take advantage of all the fresh mushrooms, though, that are in the market. And all I'm doing with those mushrooms and onions is just getting some light caramelization on them in just a couple of minutes. I want the sweetness of cooked garlic, so I'm actually going to stick it in there about a minute before I pull it from the heat. So I'm waiting to put my acidic foods, or in the case of the garlic, my foods that might get compromised by the heat, until I'm almost done.
Nutritionally, they're a great source of protein and fiber. So mushrooms make a wonderful substitution for meat in recipes because it gives you those nutrients that keep you full longer.
It's very low in fat, very low in salt, super nutritious, really great for you, keeps for a long time, and is incredibly versatile. All right, this is starting to brown enough. We're going to add our garlic. So I let it go for about a minute after I add the garlic. I'm going to be adding some ground pepper, some lemon juice. In goes my tarragon. I actually let this cool for about 20-25 minutes. A little pepper, lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of soy. Watch what I'm doing. Watch what I'm doing. I want it to have consistency of a beach in the Caribbean that's made of shells.
All right.
Let's take this out of here. This is something that we make in our house all the time. Garnish it with that, maybe a little bit of lemon zest. This is good and good for you.
The flavors, they just come out. And we served it with pita chips, and this nutrition information is just the pate alone, but excellent, 150 calories, and this is a quarter cup, so it may be a little bit more than you're eating or less. It does have about 11 grams of fat, but because of the olive oil and that healthy fat that we're using, it's primarily monounsaturated fat that's found in this. Healthy fat, why it's great to satisfy cravings is because it is digested slower. It leaves you feeling full longer. So even though there's 10 grams of fat, that is not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing because of the healthy fats that included. Like Andrew said, because of the fermented soy sauce, there is very low sodium, but the flavor is just so excellent. So there's only 170 milligrams of sodium, which is very close to a low sodium food, and definitely worth it for this snack. 4 grams of fiber, 6.5 grams of protein. So this is going to leave you satisfied, absolutely.
How about carbs?
Carbohydrates, 0. When we're adding these baked pita chips, of course that will provide carbohydrates, but the baked pita chips, obviously a very healthy option. You could add, a whole grain cracker for some extra fiber, some extra protein as well. So it's a great snack.
Thank you, everyone.